Hi guys. I just wanted to spend a few minutes and walk you through my storyboard. Now, a number of people reached out and said, as a result of round 16 of the show, would I be prepared to kind of show my storyboard? And yeah, absolutely no problem. So, for those of you who haven't seen the show, we essentially did. One of the rounds focusing on creating the perfect storyboard. I'm in no way saying that this is the perfect storyboard, but the things that I've put in place have helped me with my productivity and getting my content out to the client in a more efficient way. So it's nothing groundbreaking. It's Microsoft Word. I have got other versions of this document in Google Docs. So I know that if I've got clients who have different requirements, I can work with that. But I'll show you what I use every day when I'm working with clients. Now, I worked with this really great guy. His name is John Slattery, and we both worked at an agency, and he was put in charge of basically updating documents, and he started using quick parts. And if you go to insert in Microsoft Word, you'll see these quick parts that are here. And I'll show you how to use them. But essentially it got, kind of got us all thinking a little bit about how you could use a storyboard with quick parts, and really got me a lot more comfortable using things like fields. So my document is full of fields which auto-populate parts of the document. And I've been using this for a long, long time. So for example, here in the header, okay, storyboard, course name. So let's just say that this was a privacy course. And let's just make up a company. We'll call it Skynet, okay? All right. So we've got storyboard, privacy, Skynet. Now what that's doing is that's actually automatically updating parts of my document. Can you see that? So we'll keep moving on. So I'm the one who's responsible for doing this design, but let's say it is the show. Okay. Again, you can see here, it's automatically updating the document. Now, sometimes I might work with someone else on a document, and it's good to be able to add kind of their details so you can see straight away, oh, this was when they were working in this document. So you can do drop downs and add people's names. So let's say that this was now version 2 we were working on, and I've also got a date. And again, these are brilliant. They're all fields that you can just automatically put in. So let's just say it's January 23rd. So I know that that now is automatically updated throughout the whole of the document, okay? So I have a document control as well. I'll skip over that. Document summary. So, in the brief for the show, in round 16, we asked for an overview. So if basically a client had to hand it over to an SME who wasn't privy to being part of the whole process, they could very quickly just review this information and, get an idea of what it's about. So I always put about this document. So an explanation of what this document is, a little bit of a brief about the course, target audience, duration, learning objectives. You can see here that just from using those fields, see how I've got Skynet, that's updated now. And what else did I do there? Privacy. So there should be something about privacy. Oh yes, privacy there. Very, very efficient way of updating information and not going, oh crap, did I check that was changed throughout? Seen a little thing here. Okay, so I always put a table of contents in, and I actually align the different headings and things to the table of contents. So again, everything's automatically populating. So if I look here, revised history, approvals, distribution, document summary, storyboard. So introduction should be the first heading. Okay, here we go. Storyboard, introduction. So let's say I wanted to change that to being welcome. Okay. I'm just going to take this away because this is just an image for the client. Okay, so I'll show you a little bit about quick parts and how they're really useful. So what I can do is, let me just take you through this. Okay, so I've got page number 1, I've got a duration, and I've got drop downs here. And at the end of the document, I've got this adding up so that if I want to do a 30-minute course, it's automatically adding up every page, and it goes, yep, that's 30 minutes, or, you know, you might be a little bit short. It just saves you having to manually add up all this stuff. Page type. So let's say this is an adapt course that I'm building. I've got all my presentation types of adapt in here, and I've also got the question types in adapt. And then for storyline, for this course, I've just got a selection of different page layouts. There might be a number of page layouts that I'm using over and over again. But essentially, logo splash is something that I always do in most courses. You know, there'll always be something from the business, their logo. So let's just say I type in Skynet. I'll have my image of how that might look. And then my digital design note, Skynet logo appears on the top of the building and a car will drive across the screen. Okay. So let's say I'm happy with this as a logo splash, and I want to lock that away so I can just, well, I'll show you. So I highlight it, I go to quick parts, I go to save collection to quick part gallery. Now I can actually start putting these in categories and things like that. But for the time being, I'm just going to call this logo splash, and I'm going to go okay. So if I go to do a page break and I want to bring that in again, I can just go quick parts and boom, that's where it is. Logo splash. Now, I've got it set up that my page numbers also automatically update. So if I need to move something around, it's really easy for me to, you know, go like this. Let's say I want to put it near the end of the document. Oh, still going, still going. Okay, so that looks like it's the last page. I can go insert, and I can put it wherever it needs to go, and it will automatically update the number. And we know that the one before will be 85. So this is what I'm basically just talking about. You know, these are efficiencies. This is innovation as far as how are we making our lives easier when we're doing our work. So, you know, I hope you find that useful. Like I said, I've got different page layouts that I need. So here, the kind of things that I include are the type of page, the title, the duration, obviously the slide number, digital design notes. So I just put everything together. And these are normally for me because I'm an end-to-end designer. Main content, you see here, heading, pardon me, g'day Cath, blah, 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 body text. I show you how I handle click and reveals. This is an example of a main menu. So exactly the same. Okay. So there are a lot of ways that we can, so, you know, there's other things that I could do. You could literally put everything on a document on one of these slides and just delete out what you don't need. But you'll find that there's multiple, there's times that you use things over and over again, and quick parts and things like that are really, really efficient. Anyway, so transparency, this is what I work in. I'm not saying that it's the perfect storyboard, but it has allowed me over the years just continuing to refine this document to work very well. If you're interested in me doing a video on how to use quick parts in more detail, totally happy to do that. On how page numbers update, on how to use fields, to add fields into documents and things like that. Totally happy to do that with you guys. I hope you found this useful. And if you've got any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. So feel free to reach out, and yeah, I'll do the best that I can. Okay. Anyway, thanks for your time. Take care.